Hi, I'm Paweł Kolasa, and today I'm touching the subject of motionless earth. Where does it say that the Bible shall never be moved? He sets the earth on its foundations. It can never be moved. So, when I read this, I decided to examine this subject. You see, um, earth is a solid, atmosphere is a gas, and gas and solid don't mix. If a solid goes, the atmosphere would not stick to the earth as the earth revolves at 1600 kilometers an hour. It would be leaving the atmosphere behind at the speed of 1600 kilometers an hour, and that would create a hurricane like never before, like 4 times more than the biggest one so far. There are three states of matter: solids, liquids, and gases. They can't stick to each other. That's why you can blow cigarette smoke over flowing river, and the smoke will not follow the liquid. Or you can put any solid in the river, and it will flow, but never at the same speed. You see, and when people say that atmosphere sticks to the earth, it's impossible because gases don't stick to solids. If I'm moving like this, the atmosphere doesn't follow me around. I can smoke a cigarette and move away from it. No, not a problem. The gas doesn't follow you, like the smoke or a liquid can't follow. This is physics. It's rudimentary physics. Sprinkle pepper on the water and spin an apple in it. You will notice that the pepper will not follow the apple. You see, Copernicus, and then I checked the book of Copernicus about the revolutions of heavenly spheres, and I realized that there is no proof that he would use to prove that the Earth goes around Sun at all. In chapter 11, it only contains one paragraph or maybe even one sentence that it does. And he speculated on it, and, and he said that he doesn't want his book published, not even after his death. So it was published against his will by his probably father, who was bishop of Polish Catholic Church. He had the knowledge of Aristotle, that's why his first chapter uh, is like plagiarism of Aristotle. That's the only chapter that makes sense. So Copernicus's book is about nothing really. And then once we know that the origin of this statement is unscientific, then we actually start examining other examples, like lack of centrifugal force. Every revolving spinning object produces centrifugal force. If you are ever on a merry-go-round, carousel in French, I believe, you see how centrifugal force work. Or if you bend on the motorcycle to counter it, you see you would be weighing different on equator due to centrifugal force than in Vancouver, Canada. Your weight would be less on equator because of centrifugal force pulling you away from the earth, and more in Vancouver, Canada. This is, again, rudimentary physics. The equation for centrifugal force, I believe is F equals mv squared over r, but I think it's wrong. It's just mv, because I don't know why physicists are in love with the square. Oh my God, it looks so scientific, but actually it isn't. Also, God started to create the earth in the center of nothing, because wherever it would be, it would be the center of nothing. So if God didn't mean earth to be in the center, he would start from something else and then put earth around. You see, earth should be round, because if it's center of the universe and motionless, then everything everywhere would be attracted to the center at the same time. So if it would be flat, then we would have difference in weight. But ancient Babylonians came up with the concept of constellations to help them understand the space and the revolutions. And did you notice that the constellations are still the same? How come if we're moving through the universe 2,000, 3,000 years ago, and now it's the same? Nothing changed. They are not. They are relatively stable toward each other. I also think that the universe doesn't have boundaries. It only has matter that revolves around the Earth. but it can't have borders, because what's behind the borders? There will be still nothingness. So the universe can't have any borders. It has to be like dark nothing. If the Earth revolved at 1666 kilometers an hour, an airplane starting in New York at 1000 kilometers an hour would never catch up with this faster moving Earth. The plane would be falling behind. And on the other hand, if the Earth, if you were going from London to New York, the combined speed of 1600 kilometers an hour with your airplane going at 1000, it would make approaching you, it would make trip to New York at 2600 kilometers an hour. It's again, it's simple mathematics. I just hope you are capable of doing this. Look forward to my next video and subscribe. Also, if you know Joe Rogan or any of the big talk show hosts, I would like to speak with them